Welcome back to Mr. Weather Day. Dave here, look at the live radar. Look at the UK. We have good after the next 5 days. And the GFS as well. Look at ECM. GFS, ECM to for the next couple of weeks. And UK one for the next couple of weeks as well. And we'll have that for you in a second. That will take us to the end of August and the early first 10 days of September. So I'll have that for you in a second. So we do actually start on with live radar. There's a couple of showers around, mostly in the west, otherwise not too many. Maybe some showers in the North Sea coast though, with some moisture being in. Otherwise not too unsettled today at all. So it's okay. Now looking at the UK, we have got temperatures for the next 5 days and the precipitation. If there's any more rain to come, you can see it's a little bit cloudier this morning with the odd spot of drizzle on Saturday. Well, today, that cloud will thin and break throughout the day. Sunday looks quite a perfect day, actually. It's not too bad, actually. Some perfect amount of sunny spells. Some showers possible in the northeast. A bit hazy at times, but not too bad at all. Monday, very similar, if not a little bit cloudier, with some showers at times. And then on to Tuesday, again, a bit cloudy, a bit showery at times. Heavier showers could actually pull in from the west at times. Into Wednesday, perhaps even some thundery showers could move in at times, especially in the south. Throughout the day on Wednesday, it's looking quite interesting, let's say. Then over to Thursday, we have another risk of thundery outbreaks as well. Look at the dark red colours that are moving. There's like a band of rain basically moving up in the UK and bring plenty of thundery conditions at times. Now looking at the temperatures, now we had a bit of a warming trend. It's been quite cool for the past couple of days, a bit below average, and we're still a little bit below average today. So you can see here for Scotland, we're around the low to mid, maybe even high teens. So around 11 to 14 degrees widely, and around 18 to 17 degrees in the south. Northern England, we're likely to be in, again, mid to high 20s, mid-teens, let's say. Could see 17 degrees. And then rest of England, high 20s, high teens, low 20s widely in southern England. So we could see 21 degrees as the highest temperature in the UK. Now looking over to Sunday, it's a touch warmer indeed, actually, compared to recent days. Still, in Scotland, we're still lingering into the low to mid-teens, because actually, but we could be get a little bit warmer in eastern Scotland. We could see 19 degrees possible in Scotland. Northern England, again, high teens, low 20s, once again. And then in the rest of areas, we're into the low, maybe even mid-20s, so 22, perhaps 23 Celsius in some areas. And looking over to Monday, getting even warmer as well, probably turning a bit humid as well. Even Scotland is turning a little bit warmer. This time we're in the high teens, widely, some mid-teens, some mid-high teens. Some areas we can get into the low 20s in Scotland. See 20, maybe even 21 Celsius in southwest Scotland. And Northern England, once again, high teens, low 20s, 20 degrees is likely Northern England somewhere. Then southern and central areas are into the low, possibly the mid. Possibly the low to mid 20s, 23, maybe 24 Celsius in southwestern England, where the humid air originates, basically. That's basically the theme of what it's looking at there. Finally, looking over to Tuesday's temperatures. This probably will be the warmest temperatures we can see. A little bit touch cooler in Scotland. We're now back into the low to mid-teens. And Northern England, high teens, low 20s. Northern and then southern central England with a low to mid-teens. Sorry, low to mid-20s, should I say. So 24, 25, maybe even a nice 26 Celsius. So it is getting a little bit warmer. and a lot more humid as well, as we're getting through the coming days. And finally, looking up to Wednesday, very similar, if not a little bit warmer, more spread. Scotland, once again, high teens, low 20s, 22 Celsius is the highest likely temperature. For Tuesday, then Northern England, quite similar, high teens, low, maybe even mid-20s, 23 Celsius at times. Southern England, mid, maybe even high 20s, 26, maybe even a nice late 27 degrees, so being a little bit above average. Now, quickly I want to look at the Cape levels, because it will be quite high, actually, as we get into Wednesday, and specifically into Thursday, as we have an area of low pressure bringing instability and moisture as well. So, you can see some very intense Cape, actually, in the far southwest. That could be very aggressive with thunderstorms there, and that Cape does start to move into Thursday morning, and it could be quite a good day for storm chasing, actually, throughout the day. So looking quite interesting over there. Now looking at the GFS and you can make for the long range. You can see there is actually a deep area of low pressure there, which is unfortunately going to be moving away, because we've actually got a transient ridge binding, so it's going to be a bit settled at times, more settled, should I say, with the area of the low pressure. This is the area of low pressure that will be bringing thunderstorms, longer spells of rain, so it's a cut-off low, actually, that's doing this time, so it could be quite unsettled, actually, and very warm still. Into the weekend still, very unsettled at times, with some areas of low pressure from Scotland, moving into the northwest, so a brisk northwesterly wind. And at the end of this one, we have a very deep area of low pressure that seems to be an ex-hurricane or something that's be coming from the south. So yeah, it looks quite interesting there, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, you can see, judging by the deep isobars, it looks like it could be a named storm if this had to come out. If you have a look at the wind gusts on this, it could be, well, it's a bit hard to say, but it could be quite windy at times if we do get this area of low pressure system to come off from the Atlantic. Looking over to the ECMWF, let's have a look. Yeah, so looking at the ECMWF, you can see here ridges of high pressure, which is the Azores line, building in, and then that's going to break down again with an area of low pressure to the southwest, which is obviously going to bring some thunderstorms and longer spells of rain, and still showing, looking like it's going to be quite changeable, let's say. So a bit of an alternating current between high pressure and low pressure at times. Then looking over to the UK and once again we've got a ridge of high pressure building into the Azores, pushes away, we get a air of low pressure from the Bay of Biscay, which would again bring some unsettled and thundery conditions at times, as we saw from the UKV as well, as we perhaps a thundery breakdown, let's say, to come. Probably would end this summer. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.